What's up, Swolder Nation? Got a guest on the show today, aka my daughter. This is Gabby. So the other one that I was carrying in the 5K race I did this last weekend uh, benefited children's youth group out here for the holidays. So it was a really good run. Until I had to start carrying them, then it was more of a gentle jog. But it still was a lot of fun. Something I probably would have been able to do a couple weeks ago. Set a mindset for the rest of the week. Yesterday I had a really awesome time setting new PRs across the board for my bench press, close grip. Started at 235 5 weeks ago, and she started at and last night I ended up at 275 for my heaviest set. I probably could have gone heavier, but it was part of the set. Anyways, what I want to talk to you about tonight is we all want to push ourselves to be better, to go to that next level, but we need to be mindful to do it safely. My dogs like to make noise every time I get on the camera. I don't know why. Anyways, the reason I say that, are you going to get down? The reason I say that is I was at the gym tonight doing legs for phase one of phase one leg day. We were doing front squats. It's heavy set this week. Everything looks like it's heavy, and my daughter's back. And as a result, we have three racks in a row for doing squats. And I was set up in mine on the far, and I had actually put up, I did a warm-up set just to get loose. I found that, set the bar across my legs to help me get my deflection and stretching work in. And then I put on 90 pounds, 45 on each side, and did a set of 10 real quick, just to, slow, controlled, deep squat to make sure that I was loose and everything before going into it. And then I racked up 225, thinking that this is something I can handle, and I did. Well, the guy next to me, he saw this, and he was wearing a little bit of bling, and I think he got a little intimidated because his first two sets he did, with 45s on each side, and then he put 45s on, so he was trying to do the same weight, and he was basically watching what I was doing. I'd seen him in the gym before, but not much. Anyways, I didn't see him warm up. I got there before he did, and I didn't ever see him warm up. I didn't have my headset on because I was really focused on this one. I found on the heavy set, I need to take my headphones off just to be able to focus, look in the mirror and focus on what I'm doing. So I did my set. The first set in there, it called for, I think it was 4, but I did 225. It felt really good. So I ripped out 8, I think, and then went to my rest set. Loaded up 10s on either side, so another 20 pounds. And then I was doing my rest, and he started on his, and he had done 225 plus the 225, 275, I think is put on there. And he didn't warm up, and his stance wasn't all that great. And because I watched, and I'd asked him if he needed a spotter. He's like, "No, I do this all the time." And I think on his third rep, he was really, really struggling, and he buckled his knees in, and I heard a really loud pop. He dropped the weight by there, so I could catch the weights. I knew something bad was going to happen. It's never happened before like that. I've always been in it. Anyways, it got pretty bad. The trainers came over, and staff came over, called an ambulance. I'm pretty sure from the sound, because I've torn an ACL and I know that sound. I think he tore an ACL or something along those lines in his knee. He was in a lot of pain. It blew up really, really big. So it made a note in my head to make sure that as I'm training, and some of you know I've dealt with knee injury and knee pain throughout this. I made sure I've got my sleeves, my knee wraps. I don't push beyond where I know my limits aren't going to allow me to go. I still push really hard because this program is set up fantastic to do that, you and your crazy faces. So I love the program. So be grateful for it. Follow the warm-ups, follow the safeties, and make sure your form's spot on. That way you avoid injury as much as possible. Know your limits so you don't overdo it. She's going to steal the show. You guys aren't going to pay attention to me. So just know what your limits are. Push yourself hard every single day and every time you're in there, no matter what you're doing. But be safe about it. And hopefully you avoid injuries. and you have a long career without them. And when they do happen, take the time to rehabilitate, learn what's the best way to do it is and how to succeed and get around and work around those things so that you can strengthen yourself and make yourself stronger in all that you do. Anyways, that's my 2 cents for the evening. I just wanted to talk about making sure you're safe and everything that you're doing and that we're doing when we're in lifting our weights. And I'm going to give a shout out again to Alan Bishop, who's been great about helping me make sure I work around my injuries, still increase my strength, still keep up with the program, and my nutrition is spot on, my supplements are spot on. I'm going to do a different video on what I take, the stack that I take, why I take it. At 40, you have to have a little bit of change up to add some stuff. But I think some of the stuff I take, if you start taking it now, is a good preventative for future injury down the road. Anyways, I say a lot in my thing. I got to work on this thing. So with that being said, Thanksgiving's coming up. I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. Be grateful. I'm truly grateful for the blessings I have in my life, my family, my job, everything that I have. I'm not, preachy or religious in your face or anything, but I am grateful, and I know that I've been blessed for that. Hopefully you all have been as well. Peace out, Swolder Nation. Have a great holiday. Plenty of bird. Good thing is turkey is lean, and it's on the war on carbs diet. I'm going to have to make some changes to my diet that day because I make a smoked pecan pie cheesecake that I'm going to have. So I'll probably have to add some cardio in. I'm going to go to the gym in the morning and do some probably some HIIT Tabata at home body weight training and all that good stuff if I don't have to chase these guys around too much. Anyways, peace out again. Check you all later, Swolder.